Test, 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 test. Okay. I realized the other day that we had been using the Bluetooth so I could hear. But yeah. But as long as I'm not talking when it's going, they can't hear it either.
Okay, good. I don't know. I don't know if you thought you had an earphone in.
Right. It feels like it.
Like, no.
Okay. I've muted it again because we sound
All
good.
right.
We do the usual suspects then.
Send everything out.
Yeah. First off, a quick welcome to the show. Nope, that's Ranger. Refresh this page.
Yeah, get it straight.
We're on Bards.
I'm going to try to do a bar tonight. Yeah.
There we go. What's that? We do this.
Get them all sent out. Everything looking good.
Today is the 10th.
All right.
Just real quick.
Get it set.
Then we do Discord one.
Everything's set out. All set up.
We're live there too, so then it's just the tweet, and then we'll be good.
Okay.
And I do have a pre-show topic for tonight.
You said so. Yeah. Said you had something in mind.
Kind of excited for this one because it might bloom into like a, hey, we're going to save this for another podcast later on,
Oh, okay.
depending on how it goes. But there we go. Okay, everything's sent out now. Just need to do a quick welcome on the YouTube side. Hello, Faith. Blooms.
Uh-huh. Don't need to talk to me. Look at this.
So, pre-show topic is, I saw a tweet from XP to level 3
Okay.
that said that paladins should get their oath at first level.
Hello there.
We really should.
They should, but it led to an interesting discussion in the replies of why does nothing get their class features to level 3?
Yeah.
Why are our class features not level 1? Because most, not everybody, but most campaigns started at level 3, level 5, so that people already have those unlocked.
Yeah. That's true.
So why not just get those at level 1?
I think you should. Well, it's kind of weird. We made the Ranger last week, and that's kind of how it was almost. It didn't get its Ranger stuff, but
Right.
just with the extra stuff, it felt more Ranger at first level,
Right.
than just an Archer.
And I think that there's something to be said for, hey, at level 1, your character is, how do you resub on Prime? Should just be just like subbing, and it should give you the option to click on it.
Same way.
Yeah. But
Okay.
when you look at like a level 1 character, they're not much different from an NPC at that point, right? From a regular townsperson. They are better, but not by much.
Yeah.
And so it makes sense that they don't have their really cool stuff yet. But making it level 3, maybe just make it level 2.
Well, then see the way that sets up because because you're basically just it's not every class because some classes do get their stuff at first level. Your cleric's a first level thing.
Cleric's first level.
You know, your wizards you're pretty much going to be.
Yeah, wizards always only getting better.
Yeah. So I don't know. It got to make sense.
Faith, it should be in the bottom right corner underneath the stream. There should be a button that says subscribe or resubscribe. And when you click on it, it gives you the option to use your Prime sub.
Okay.
But at least that's where it should be. But a Pally should have its oath because why else are they a Pally? I agree personally. I think Paladins should have their oath at first level.
Yeah.
You should know at first level what your Paladin, what oath they belong to already. If they belong to a god, they should already belong to that god, in my mind,
Yeah.
when they're setting off on an adventure.
Yeah.
Instead of, hey, I'm an initiate in this order. which is what monks are supposed to be.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, if everybody started out as a basic fighter until you got to level 3, then yeah, okay, then it makes sense. You don't get stuck to level 3, but that's not the way it works.
No. And sorcerers have their stuff from level 1 because it's in their bloodline. They should. They don't, but they should.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just a weird thing.
You have it can be in their bloodline.
Yeah.
'Cause there's also wild magic,
That's
right?
true. There is wild magic sorcery as well. That's very true. But like, especially like, hey, I'm a fighter. Like, if your character's backstory is you're a rune knight, or you're a eldritch knight,
Yeah.
like your character's backstory is they've always dabbled in magic a little bit, and you just can't show that at all at level 1.
Yeah. Well, what they did with the ranger, Bard may not be. I don't know if Bard's going to be such a. Yeah, this first level ranger is going to beat that first level ranger easily.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to show up in the Bard. We'll see, but
no, don't run a Weber thing right now, please. Thank you.
All right. But that might be. Yeah, I don't know. I doubt right now. Right now, it's kind of a balance thing.
It absolutely is, because if you had that stuff at level 1, you'd be pretty broken.
Yeah, and really couldn't give you anything to level.
Hey, at level 1, your fighter can crit on a 19.
Yeah.
Oof. Hey, at level 1, you have access to Way the Kinsei, so that you can use any weapon that you touch.
Yeah.
Like, that's really strong, But I think it ties into the identity a little bit. It's weird that it's level 3. Anyway, like I said, that could be a full topic in and of itself at some point.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think it's time to get started.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of the Full Spectrum D&D podcast. My name is Trey.
I'm Rungren.
And we've got some stuff to talk about tonight. We got some classes, specifically one class to talk about.
Yes, one.
Man, it's weird to talk right now.
Go your ear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My ear's having some trouble, but we're gonna keep the show rolling. I just hear my own self talk every time I talk, which is not ideal. But we're talking bards tonight, and specifically we're talking bard in 5e versus 1D&D.
Yeah.
And of course, we should specify the 1D&D bard. It's not finished yet. It's an Art Arcana. There'll be more work done on it. We saw last week that the 1D&D Ranger was pretty substantially different.
Yeah.
So,
and most of that coming down just to the amount of spells you get at first level, as opposed to none.
Yeah. It's a pretty big difference.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So we're gonna do the same thing tonight with bard, and we're gonna see how it goes. Yeah, we going human again this time?
I think so.
Okay.
It's kind of the easiest, the plain one to do.
Variant human, so I get another feat?
Yeah. We'll do that. We'll give you the best chance.
We're gonna do it like last time, where I start us off.
Yeah, go ahead and run through the character.
Okay, so we got a variant human. I get to pick another language.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Elvish, I think.
Okay.
Ability score increase. I'm gonna go with Charisma.
Makes sense. Yeah.
And I'm gonna go with. Ooh, do I want to go with Wisdom or Int? Dex wouldn't be a bad choice either.
Yeah.
3 wasps. Oh no. I think I'm gonna go Dex. I'm gonna go Charisma Dex.
Yeah, still staying there with poison.
And then for my skills, I'm gonna choose Deception. I think is probably a good choice, or Performance. I'm gonna get Performance for free anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Deception. And then I got a feat. And now for a bard, Actor's not a bad choice.
Mm-hmm.
But I could also go with Keen Mind.
Well, Alert wouldn't be bad.
Alert's a very good choice. I normally go for Ritual Caster.
Yeah.
Just to be able to get some more spells on me. But for the sake of this, maybe we go Spell Slinger. Spell Sniper is what it's called now in 5e.
Yeah.
Just to be able to get that extra.
Little range.
Yeah. And then that also gives us another spell. And let's go with Eldritch Blast, because
Why not?
That's the choice you make. Now we choose Bard.
Yes.
And I get my proficiencies.
You get a few.
Bunch of musical instruments. I'm going to go bagpipes.
Oh, you would.
Bird
You
pipes.
would. What?
Bagpipes, bird pipes.
Okay.
And then let's go with a longhorn. Then for skills, of course, now I can take performance. Then I'll take sleight of hand. Probably
Yeah.
not a bad idea.
Yeah. Good one.
And then I think maybe persuasion.
Okay.
Bards are normally the face of the party, you know?
Yeah.
I get some spell casting.
Yes, you do.
I get
This week.
right
You get spellcasting.
this week. I get 2 cantrips from the Bard spell list and a couple spell slots. And then, of course, I get Bardic Inspiration. And we do in Standard Reagan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put my 15 in Charisma,
Yeah.
my 14 in Dex, probably 13 Wisdom, 12 Intelligence.
Okay.
And then I think I'm going to go 10 Strength, 8 Con.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm gonna be, hey, I'm not gonna be up front.
Right.
I'm not gonna be in the middle of the fray, but I'm gonna be pretty
Yeah.
handy.
Yes.
Jack of all trades, master of none, you know?
um.
And then for the background, is performer still an option? Or is it charlatan now? Yeah, performer's not in 5e.
Maybe it might be charlatan or actor. No, that was feat.
Yeah, I think it's charlatan is the one I'm thinking of now. Which is, yeah, you know what makes people tick. You can tease out other heart's desires. A few minutes of conversation. Now, you're not going to have charlatan.
As I was looking, I was trying to see if there's one close to it while you were going over that. I got Gladiator Guide. Guard.
This is your, like, stereotypical bard, right?
Right.
Yikes. You could also go entertainer. Do you have a variant for that?
I don't have that many entertainers in here because I got the thing for building background. Yes, I do. There
Okay,
it is, right
let's
there.
go entertainer then.
Okay.
All right, I get to choose
I do
another
have
skill?
charlatan.
Oh, you do have charlatan. Which
Yeah.
one would you rather go with?
No, they're both about the same. Let's go charlatan.
Okay, let's go charlatan. You can go entertainer is fine for a bard if you want to be like the musician. But when
Yeah.
I play a bard, I like to be like the sneaky bard.
Yeah.
I like to be the bard that's, you know, hey, I'm your friend. Everything's going great. And my hand's in your pocket and I'm just taking a couple gold pieces out. You know. So I get 2 skill proficiencies for this. Let's take Arcana. That seems like a good one.
Yeah.
And then I think maybe Insight.
Okay.
Because again, our whole point is that we're good at reading people.
Right.
We get a disguise kit and a forgery kit
Okay.
that allows us to have a false identity, which is pretty nice. And then for equipment, we can get a rapier, a longsword, or any simple weapon. I normally go with a rapier,
Yeah.
just because, you know, it's
A bard.
It's nice. And then a diplomat's pack, or I'm going to go the entertainer's pack.
Okay.
And then a lute or any other musical instrument. I always have to go any other because drum is in here, and I love the idea of a bard with a hand drum.
Right.
And then we don't get, as a charlatan, we don't get a bow.
Oh.
But as a bard, one of the first things I do is pick up a crossbow. First
Yeah.
time we get to a town, I'm buying a crossbow.
Crossbow.
But we do get a set of weighted dice,
Okay.
which is, you know,
Gives you advantage on your roll.
yeah, pretty great, pretty great. So my character's made now.
Okay. Which we did that through D&D Beyond.
Mhm.
On that. Makes it nice, quick, and easy.
Let me
I'm
equip
using
all my stuff.
standard array. Yes, equip everything.
And then I get to choose my spells real quick.
Okay. And get your spells. Get your spells.
2 cantrips, 4 known spells. For cantrips, I'm going to take Dancing Lights and Friends. These are both very good concentration cantrips.
Yeah?
Then I think I'll probably take Minor Illusion or Prestidigitation's a good question. Vicious Mockery we got to take.
Okay.
Oh, we only get 2 cantrips. That's right.
Yeah.
Let's take off Friends and put on Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
and then we get 4 known spells. So let's go.
So you're starting out with 2 cantrips and 4 first level spells.
Yeah, and then I get Eldritch Blast because I took
Sniper.
Spell Sniper.
Oh, sniper.
It's
Yeah.
not called Spell Slinger in 5th edition.
No.
Spell Sniper.
Spell sniper. Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
take Cure Wounds. It's a good handy one to have on.
Yeah.
Then we'll take Hideous Laughter. Tasha's Hideous Laughter specifically.
Right.
Great spell. Great spell. Thunderwave. Gets
That's a
out of
good
a bad
Yeah.
situation. And then
Okay,
I think
one more.
maybe we take Charm Person.
Ooh, okay. All right.
All right, so I am starting off with 7 spells. You figured it out? Nice. Thank you.
Excellent. Good deal.
So, 7 spells to kick us off for my first level bard.
All right. So,
Also 7 HP for what it's worth. Haha.
7 HP.
Yeah.
So, what was your unrefined stats?
So, unrefined.
Yeah, without your bonuses, you need to go back.
Oh, yeah, it's 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 8.
Yeah, because you put it. I'm gonna put them in the same order you did. So we got
Yeah.
10. 3 months. Awesome.
Very nice.
Wait,
Yeah, because I put summon proficiency, so that was my 13.
so you got 13. Yeah.
Yeah. Charisma was my 14.
Okay. So that was 8 for con.
Yeah, 8 for con,
12.
12 for int, and 13 for wisdom.
13 for wisdom, and the 15 was charisma. Wait, I got 2 13s. Where did I go wrong?
So it should be 14 charisma.
14 charisma. Okay.
No, I'm sorry. It's 15 charisma, 14 dexterity, 13
14
wisdom,
Dex. Okay.
12 intelligence, 10 strength, 8 con.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. All right. Make sure. Okay. That's our strength, our dexterity, our constitution, intelligence, our wisdom, and our Casmar.
Mhm.
Casmar. Okay. Now, as a human, I'm going to get. What? One thing I will get on a long rest, I'll get a inspiration point
Yep.
with that.
Whenever you finish a long rest.
So just for being human, I get to I'll pick a skill.
Yeah.
One skill of my choice, acrobat, just to have something,
Okay.
or acrobatics,
Acrobatics is a pretty good choice.
acrobatics, and from there I get a skilled feat or another first level feat of my choice.
I love how from where we're at on this side, Desperado, that is just words. But when I look over to the YouTube side, I can see the sticker. That's very funny to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me put these down. Got my human traits there. Now I need those background. Now I pick a first level feat. Now what did you pick as a feat?
I chose Spell Sniper.
No, I did pick a first level feat for the human acrobatics. Okay. Charlatan. So that's going to give me 2 to charisma.
Cat attacked the phone.
So that's going to put my Casmar at 17. I get another one dexterity.
Yeah.
So that's going to make that 15. So 10, 15, 8, 12, 13, 17. All right. No, I didn't pick a feat. I didn't pick a feat. Okay.
Faith, you have that because you are a 3-month subscriber. So you have a 3-month badge.
I have enough dexterity. I could pick athlete.
Could pick athlete. That's a good one.
See, I just noticed this. You know, in 5e, it tells you have an ability score improvement or a feat.
Yeah.
In D&D 1, the ability score improvement is a feat
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah. Which realistically makes sense because almost never do you choose the ability score improvement.
But see, that also lets me pick this at first level.
Well, it's a 4th level feat.
Oh, crap. I was covering
Yep.
that with my thumb. Never mind. Take it at first level.
They thought of that.
Okay. They
They
did.
thought of that.
Stupid level requirements. I gotta get to first level feats. Hold on.
With Rungren doing Bard, that's true. For anybody who does not know, Rungren hates Bards. Because most of the time, well, it's one of the reasons, but most of the time Bards are what I made over here. They're the face of the party, but in actuality they're just selfish.
Can't take any of the epic boons. Hold on. All the fighting styles are first level feats.
Okay, so that's not bad.
That's interesting to know.
I'm glad they thought about that second ability score improvement.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Yeah, level 1, I'm going to have a 22 strength.
Might as well. Okay, well, I don't have a lot of options in here for the first level. For a first level feat. So I'm going to go. No.
Fighting style duelist might not be bad.
That is kind of cool. I kind of like that idea. I was looking at a couple of those.
Bless you.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Where'd it go? Fighting style, dueling. When you're wielding a melee weapon in one, you gain +2 bonus damage to damage rolls with melee weapons. All right, let's do it. Fighting style dueling. So we're going to pick fighting style dueling.
If I was making a bard for me to play, I would not have made the stereotypical bard, and I would have gone all in on strength for dueling.
Yeah.
And would have focused on those finesse weapons.
Kind of been a little bit more like a swashbuckler type, I
yeah.
guess?
Yeah, with just a little bit of spellcasting mixed in with buffing the party.
Okay. Now, I'm ready for Bard.
Yeah.
Now I'm ready to pick Bard.
So this is the new stuff for us.
Yeah, so we're going to see how this goes on that. Not next page.
It's a lot of stuff to go through.
Here it is. All right. So, I am going to have my Bardic die is a D6, Precision bonus +2. I got Bardic Inspiration, of course, first level.
Yeah.
See, Bards get stuff at first level.
Yep.
And
I also have Bardic Inspiration at first
level. Which is a D6.
Mm-hmm.
2 cantrips, and I'm showing 2 first level spells.
Yeah, so I know 4, but I only get to prepare 2. So that's not actually different. It's just you don't get to know 4. You just get to have the 2 that you have. I wonder if they're getting rid of prepared spells.
I don't know.
Because we haven't seen the Cleric or the Paladin yet, or the Druid. But that's a pretty big change right there, is you only have 2. You don't get to know 4 and choose 2 at the start of the day.
That is a pretty big difference. We'll look over here. I'll check a couple things. Okay, I automatically...
Oh, no, I'm sorry. These are not prepared. They're all prepared. I just have 2 slots to cast with them from.
You don't have 2 spell slots.
So this is more powerful right now than yours is.
So I'm going to get Deception, Performance, and Persuasion.
Okay.
I'm just going to take this 3 skills. It says you can take any 3 skills of your choice.
Right.
Which leads to more stuff. I'm going to take these 3 that they give us. So that's going to be more. Okay. So that's going to be... I'm going to write that over here. How many skills you got? Count your skills real quick.
Let's see here. I've got proficiency in 6 skills.
Persuasion.
Arcana, Deception, Insight, Performance, Persuasion, Sleight of Hand.
And you got a choice of 3 instruments, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I got 3 instruments. I'm going to pick the instruments right now. I'm just going to write down 3 instruments.
He just doesn't want bagpipes.
Now, I have a dagger, an entertainer's pack.
Okay.
I got leather armor. I've got 1 musical instrument of my choice.
Boom, 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 boom.
And a short sword. Still no bow or crossbow. And 18 gold pieces.
Okay. I got 15 gold pieces.
I'm richer.
You are. Ukulele. Interesting, though, they gave you a short sword and me a rapier.
Well, you had a choice between a rapier and a long sword.
Yeah.
It didn't even offer the short sword.
Very interesting that they gave you a short sword.
Yeah. It's a different way of doing that. Okay.
Right now, my bard feels stronger than your bard.
I think so, magic-wise. And I guess I could change the magic if I had to pick, like, one of the, like a ritual caster or something like that. Bard class features. Just double check myself. Oh, no. Here's prepared spells. Yeah, the following spells prepared. Color Spray, Disguise Self, Prestidigitation, and Vicious Mockery.
Oh. So those are just auto prepares.
Yeah. Alternatively, you can prepare 2 0-level spells and 2 1st-level spells of your choice.
Okay.
Any spell you prepare for this class must be an arcane spell, and it must be from one of the following schools of okay, yes. Blah, blah, blah. Same thing is always there. Okay, hold on then. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to have at least 2 cantrips and 2 spells, basically.
Yeah.
So actually, you're starting your bar starting out with more options spell-wise.
Yeah, more options spell-wise.
Christmas spellcast ability. Oh.
Sorry, I'm reading ahead.
I am too a little bit. I'm kind of cheating here for a second. I want to make sure I got this right. Okay. Also, but see, when I finish a long rest, I can practice my bardic arts and replace any spell that I have prepared for this class with another arcane spell.
Okay. So they're gonna make Bard like Cleric, Druid. So they're not doing away with preparation.
No.
Instead, they're making more classes have it.
Yeah. So as long as I get a rest, I've got access to a lot more spells.
Yeah, you do. You absolutely do.
But you have more spells on hand.
Right. I like preparation more. That's why I sounded a little upset
Yeah.
when I thought we were getting rid of it.
Yeah, and it does seem
because
like it.
it's more options. More options is never a bad thing. I did want to touch on one thing there that I read ahead on.
Yeah.
Your Song of Rest is different than mine.
That's what I was looking at. See, this is we're just kind of looking at first level that made.
Yeah.
And there's some stuff that goes on later on.
Yeah, your Song of Rest is much better than mine
Yeah. It's
based on what I was sneaking and reading ahead.
It should be. Okay, let me look at this right quick. Because the spell, going up in spells, it seems to jump up pretty quick. So I'll get another spell next level, I'll get another spell third level with 2 second levels. So that can be 3 spells. So each level they're giving something. There's no level that skips where I don't get an extra spell slot or the next level spells.
Yeah. And it's that way on 5e Bard as well.
Yeah.
It's just you don't have to have a set number of prepared or a set number of known spells. You just have your whole spell list to choose from.
Yeah.
Which is, again, that's a pretty big difference. That's going to pay off in the long run. I may have more options at level 1, but it's going to pay off in the long run.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to pick a spell right when you level either.
Right. Just have them.
Okay. Now, my songs of restoration,
Yeah.
I've used to learn music, poetry, and dance to heal wounds and maladies. When you reach a certain level of this class, you add a specific spell to your songs of restoration repertoire, as shown in the songs of restoration repertoire table. You always have that spell prepared, and it doesn't count against the number of spells you can prepare.
That's pretty great.
So at second level, you get a healing word.
Yep.
Was that 4th level, lesser restoration? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
At 4th level, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
For example, a lot of stuff's going to afflict your party there.
That's way better than my Song of Rest.
Mm-hmm.
Which
At
is just,
6th level, I have mass healing word for free.
yeah, that's pretty great.
8th, freedom of movement. Okay.
It's useful.
Yeah, but then 10th is greater
Which
restoration.
is great.
So they've tied the Song of Restoration not just to a bardic healing ability, but to actual spells.
Yeah. Instead of just, hey, you get 1d6 hit points. Also, I noticed you don't get Jack of all trades, until 5th level.
Yeah.
I get it at 2nd level. Hey, well.
Hey, well.
But you get additional expertise at 2nd level, and I don't get expertise till 3rd level.
Interesting.
They've shifted some stuff around here.
Yeah, it's not as this doesn't feel near as drastic as the Ranger.
Right.
I mean, there's some except for the Song of Restoration.
Yeah, Song of
maybe.
Restoration is a huge buff. Now you can have a Bard healer instead of Bard being off healer.
Yes.
Like, we don't even really use the word off healer anymore
Right.
in 5e. But That's what Bard kind of was stuck as before, and now it can just be a full-on healer. Mass healing. Just, here you go.
Okay. I want to flip over here because as we go up, because like 11th level, I get magical secrets and things like that.
Right.
But I'm
I
looking,
get that at 10th level.
Yeah. So everything's just shifted, or a lot of this just seems kind of
I'm
shifted.
sorry. I get that at 10th level, 14th level, and 18th level.
Okay, I have, 11th level magical secrets, 15th level further magical secrets.
Okay. But it's only twice for you, so it doesn't take up multiple slots like it does here. It only takes 2 instead of 3.
Okay. Woo. Now I'm gonna look over the prepared.
You get Superior Bardic Inspiration at 18th?
Yeah,
That's my
your 20.
capstone.
Yeah, it's your capstone. They said they've gone to a lot of these. I'm seeing on here is epic boon
Yeah.
because they've got the feats. They're trying to get the boon thing going.
Yeah, which is good. I
Yeah.
like that way more
Yeah.
than capstones. Just for anybody like that's going, well, what do you mean? How good's the capstone? Well, for Bard right now at 20th level, when I roll initiative and have no use of Bardic Inspiration, I get
Gain
one back.
Yeah, yeah,
Whereas he gets 2 back.
yeah. And then
That's already way better.
and that's at 18th level.
Yeah, that's already way
Right.
better.
And then I'll get a feat at 19th and basically another feat
Yeah.
or epic boon at 20th level.
Yeah, that's
Now-
way better.
Now look over this spell.
Yeah.
So this spell list because here's your prepared spells.
I am prepared over here as well with Bard spells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my prepared list.
Ad time. Thanks, Nightbot. Ad time's
Okay.
a great chance to take a drink.
That's a good point. So at first level, I'll have Prestidigitation, Vicious Mockery, Color Spray, Disguise Self.
That's pretty good.
And second level is Dissonant Whispers and Healing Word, which I cannot replace. I cannot change out Healing Word.
Right. Now, I don't think I have access to color spray. I'm double checking right now.
No, it's not on the arcane lit. There might be
Yeah.
something that's not on there.
I don't have access to color spray.
Okay.
That's already better.
Yeah. Then third level, they'll give me Charm Person, Blur, and Shatter.
Ooh, Shatter's a good spell. So it's Blur.
Then I get another cantrip at fourth level, Minor Illusion.
Yeah.
And then Calm Emotions, Lesser Restoration. Fifth level, it automatically prepares Haste and Tongues.
Yeah, I just double checked. Bard does not get access to Blur in 5e. So
Okay.
I don't think Bard gets access to Haste either, does it?
I don't know.
No.
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 Right. I hope
That's-
dinner was good, Bubba.
Yeah, I hope so. That's really good.
Fifth level, throwing out Haste.
They
Okay.
want Bard to be a buff bot now, don't they?
It seems like it because, okay, sixth level, they got Major Image, Mass Healing Word.
Yeah.
Seventh level, they give you get Compulsion.
Compulsion?
Yeah.
Sorry, I should be
That's-
letting you read this.
That's
instead.
straight up. That's straight up with the. That's
Heck
straight
yeah.
up Bard right there. A fourth level spell. At eighth level, they'll give you freedom of movement and greater invisibility.
Can I play this Bard?
I know, man. This is a stout. Each level, every
Yeah.
level. Ninth level Bard has polymorph and seeming.
Pretty
That's
good.
pretty good. 10th level message, greater restoration, and legend lore.
Interesting that it's until 10th level that you can take message, but I guess you do have the option to switch your stuff.
Yeah.
You get at level 1, so you can take
Yes.
message earlier. Fried chicken? Nice. Fried chicken's great.
It's so good. Yeah, these are the spells that they give you, right?
Yeah.
And when you take a long rest, so when you level, you'll get these spells automatically, and then when you take a long rest, you can change one of them out.
Sorry, I'm reading ahead again.
Okay, hold on. So let's see. What was 10th level message? 11th and 12th level. Okay. 11th, 12th level Bards has Otto's Irresistible Dance.
Great spell.
That is. 13th and 14th is Etherealness.
Nice.
15th and 16th, Power Word Stun.
Yep.
17th, the Power Word Kill.
Yep.
You got less than 100 hit points. It's done.
Boom. That's like a huge DPS increase for Bards, too.
Yeah.
Because that was a wizard spell before.
Yeah. Yeah, now it's just on the arcane list.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man.
18th level, Animate Objects.
It's a great spell.
19th level, Mass Suggestion. And then 20th level, Reverse Gravity.
That will just kill things.
Yeah.
Oh, we're out in the open field. Reverse gravity. Oh, now suddenly they're taking 600 points of falling damage.
Yes.
Strange how that's happened.
I think, okay.
But you only get access to 7th level. You don't get higher than that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I think that balances it pretty good.
It does. I think, no. That's just a prepared spell they get.
Oh.
Starting at 18th, at 17th level, I'll be casting 9th level. I can cast Wish.
Okay.
I think, okay, with the Ranger, it was obvious the D&D 1 Ranger was better off than the 5e Ranger.
Yeah. Yeah.
I came to that.
Without question.
And then as it went on, levels, it slowly stayed better.
Yeah.
Right? For a better, lack of a better term.
Right.
For me, looking at these two with the Bards, at first level, I think the 5e Ranger might have the edge a little bit.
I think so. I think the 5e Bard is better.
But as soon as we get a few levels in,
Yeah.
it's this guy.
That Song of Restoration's real good, and the fact that the spells just continue to give you better and better stuff. It seems like a small change, right? But going from Bard spells to arcane spells opens up
There's so many more spells.
so much. It makes Bard so much better as a utility caster.
Well, now it's like, Bards aren't going to be. You can use your Bard as your full healer.
Yeah.
As well with their Song of Restoration the way it's set up now,
Or
especially
full DPS.
or full. Well, yeah, they got
Or
the
full
option.
control. Full buff. Bard
That's
is now
why
a jack of all trades.
That's why I don't like Bards. They step on everybody else's toes.
Yeah.
This
one even more so.
I know, but I will say the levels in. That's a lot stronger Bard.
It's much
at the end of the
stronger.
day.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
The fact that it gets power word kill in and of itself is like
Just given to you.
that's a huge increase in power for the Bard. And I do think that like it's having to give up some things, right? It no longer has what's the right way to say this? It's losing a little bit of that specialness is not the right term, that uniqueness.
Yeah.
That is, hey, I have my own spell list, but instead it's getting so much more useful.
Well, I actually like the change of spells, and it's sitting better with me now because it's not like you said, there's wizard spells and sorcerer spells.
Yeah.
Now it's like there's arcane spells.
Yeah.
And can you use arcane spells? Okay.
Yeah.
There's earth spells, primal spells, and divine spells.
I agree.
Just breaking it down to those three, and a lot more options, and casting style and the way you may want to play later. You know.
Well, and we don't have the wizard yet for 1D&D, but I assume that will work backwards for the wizard as well, where some of the old Bard exclusive spells will now be available for a wizard. And you'll be able to have a wizard that's just, hey, yeah, my thing is I like to cast spells that make people feel bad about themselves.
Well, it's kind of shown out to us here with the difference between, a Bard spell list and an arcane spell list.
Yeah.
Just what this character can cast.
For sure.
What this character can cast.
Yeah.
I guess we really didn't talk about it too much with the Ranger.
Right.
Because Ranger's gone from the Ranger spell list, which was not that great.
Right.
To Primal.
Yeah, which is basically the Druid
spell list. Yeah.
Which is a big upgrade for it, for sure. But that wasn't the only big upgrade, whereas that's the big upgrade for Bard here.
I think so, yeah. That spell list really kind of made me nervous about the Bard. Bards in the future.
Bards are going to be real strong. I can already see a future where, hey, every party's got a Bard, and that Bard is over here. I got 5 spell slots I'm using. One of them's for a big heal for Mass Cure Wounds. One of them's for Power Word Kill.
Yeah.
One of them's for haste. And start of the fight, all right, I'm going to haste the barbarian or the monk or the fighter. 3 turns in, all right, I'm going to Mass Cure Wounds. 5 turns in, Power Word Kill.
Yeah. If the group can figure it out, even a high level group can figure it out, they go, okay, now we've got it under 100 hit points.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to, they may not know that, but they guess it and guess it right. You fail to save.
And at the end of the day, if the Bard was wrong, what does it cost him but a single spell slot?
Yeah.
And he's still got all the rest of his toolkit there,
Yeah.
Like, it's very good now.
This
nice, Will.
I still am a little worried about power creep.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to depend on how things go when we get more of this and and they continue to put out things.
We need to see the 1D&D version of a monster sheet
That would be very helpful. That
Because
would.
we don't have that information right now.
I would like 3 monsters.
Yeah.
One about first level, one about 8th, and one maybe about 18th. I think you should be able to test your 20th level with a good 18th level.
I agree.
Doesn't have to be 20th level.
As compared to just, hey, right now all I have to go off of it is I could make a bad guy that uses the player's stat sheet.
Right.
And I could do that, but, it's a
man.
good spell list, man. Arcade.
It is. And now that I'm looking at it, it's so much more. Spells are so much more streamlined in a much better way, I think.
Yeah.
In D&D 1.
I agree.
This spell list makes more sense to me than having it.
Then this?
Yeah.
Then I got Artificer spells, Bard spells, Cleric spells, Druid spells, Paladin spells, Ranger spells, Sorcerer spells, Warlock spells, and Wizard spells. Why can a Cleric and a Paladin not cast the same spells?
Yeah.
When they work for the same god?
Yeah. Yeah. A Paladin just shouldn't be able to cast them quite as well.
Yeah,
Or
I
maybe
agree.
quite as high.
I agree. They should have slots back.
Yeah, I like to feel like it. Magic is just magic.
Yeah.
It's like, how are you tapping into it? It's not the special thing. Yeah, you agree too? Good.
So, Divine is going to be... Rogue got a damage nerf. Fighters effectively got one too with Sharpshooter and Polearm getting nerfed as well. I need to see... We haven't looked at Rogue yet like this. We're going to do Rogue next week.
Yeah.
I need to see Fighter
Yes.
to know what it's getting for giving up so much. Like, the fighting styles are now just feats you can take.
Right.
So what is Fighter getting to balance that out?
It would be cool. It'd be probably broken, but they had.
Also, hello.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you for joining. There's some things. Okay, hold on. In Antarctica, a while back, months ago, they had a class in there called the Brute
Yeah.
that really built up damage. You were just a brute. Yeah, that's a good name for it.
Absolutely.
You did extra damage. So I'm wondering if they might do something with that, like as a fighter, like at a 10th level fighter swinging more than just your proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
But a 10th level fighter swinging a long sword, you do more damage, just base damage, than you would if you were first level.
Yeah. I hope so.
It'd be interesting to see what they put in. And the wizard, because of the way the spells are going and the access to them, there's more access. It's not
absolutely.
nearly as strict. I'm kind of interested to see the wizard going.
I am too. I want to see the wizard. I want to see the fighter. I know I keep saying it. Fighter's my favorite class.
Yeah.
I want to see what they've done to it. And fighter gets Trans Am. I mean, look, if fighter
Run some.
hey, once per battle instead of action surge, I get to attack like 3 times on top of all my other attacks.
Run some.
No, I feel like you got to balance out fighter some way. We're gonna find out about Rogue next week.
Yeah. We'll check the rogue with it. Now, I'm kind of wondering, because the Ranger's kind of the half-caster class, you know, which is definitely bumped up. The Bard kind of feels like almost a full caster.
Just about,
I
yeah.
would almost give it a full caster with the access to spells it has and everything. So it'll be interesting to see what they do to the rogue. And the Arcane Trickster rogue.
Yeah, they're pulling from Arcane, right?
Yeah.
So they theoretically could get Power Word Kill.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
Power Word Stun on a Rogue would be incredible. Power Word Stun on an Arcane Trickster
Yes.
Rogue. That's so good. Who needs
Hey.
a monk to stun?
Right? Hey, stunned, I get advantage, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I got to use my backstab, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Roll all
Got
the
the
dice.
turbo. Rogues can't attack on a reaction anymore. Oh boy.
Hmm.
Well, hopefully they got some good stuff to balance it out.
Yeah, I don't have.
Hopefully.
I haven't looked. We haven't dug into the rogue. We'll dig in the rogue next week for sure. And I wonder how that's going to be.
I'm worried about the monk. Monks already fall off really hard in 5e. They're really strong early on.
Yeah.
Very strong early on. And they fall off hardcore around level 17, 18, 19,
Yeah.
20.
The last. Yeah.
I'm concerned about how monk is going to be with so much that's built around your backgrounds giving you extra feats, things like that. Your monk, to be able to get the monk that you want most of the time, you already had to go like variant human.
Yeah.
And towards the end of it, again, they just fall off hardcore.
Yeah.
I can't sneak attack on a reaction. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes
Oh
more
yeah.
sense.
Okay. Yes.
I was gonna say they don't get opportunity attacks anymore. What's going on? There got to be some trade-off there.
Yeah.
But no, I'm worried about the monk. I'm not worried about the barbarian because I feel like there's not much they could do to break barbarian. It's just barbarian is just good.
Yeah.
It's not as great as it used to be in older editions, but it's still just good. And there are barbarian subclasses that make it incredible. There are some barbarian subclasses that are absolute dog water. I'm sorry, I love Battle Ranger, but it's so bad.
There's also a thing we get an epic boon at 20 instead of your capstone ability.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of times, make a character, even if you weren't going to play this character all the way to 20th level,
Right.
just because of the capstone ability, you're going to take a dip.
Yeah.
In something else, maybe
I think
fighter, something like that.
Nowadays.
I'm not sure it's quite as, it's probably still useful, but I'm not sure it's quite as beneficial.
Yeah.
To do that.
Yeah, because realistically, let's be honest, most people that play monks a lot in 5e go 17 monk, 3 fighter.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them. 17 monk, 3 barbarian, you know?
Yes.
Just something to, or even 3 rogue, just to be able to get like something else you can do because those last 3 abilities in monk. Oh, I don't age anymore. All right.
Yeah.
That's not going to help me at all here.
That's a really cool. That's a really cool ability that shouldn't be. You need something that helps act because that's not something that you're probably really going to role play.
Yeah.
You know.
Realistically, when that campaign ends, you don't get an epilogue in most campaigns. It's just hey, you're done.
You do in my campaigns.
We do, and I appreciate that. But I agree. I think the capstone abilities alone, some of those are so good. As like I could see a level 20 monk being like, "Hey, this makes me good again."
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, even the barbarian ability, the 24 strength, 24 con.
Yep.
Now, I think that's a big one because that sounds great. It does, but by the time you're a 20th level barbarian, you probably gonna be past that.
Probably.
One or two of the scores.
Probably. Especially if you got a belt of giant strength, which if you're playing a barbarian, that's probably what you're going for, or a belt of dwarven kind, one of the two.
Yeah.
Like,
I think I see. I'm glad we're doing this just for my own personal benefits, just to see how the cat. Because it's a little bit different than just looking at it on the page. What we got here with a grapple.
That's true.
Based on unarmed attacks in the UA. Means that monks
could become ultimate grapplers. That could be the way to go with a monk. Is instead now I'm going to go for judo throws.
Yeah. Well, we talked just the couple of things they did with grappling in this. We put into our game. We actually
it just hit me. It just hit me.
Huh?
Please continue.
But we put into our game, and that was easily to see the difference of that grappler being able to move and actually do something with grappling. Have a couple options because one of y'all grabbed it and dragged it around, and while I think you and somebody else beat the crap out of it, you know.
On my monk.
Yeah.
But no, it just hit me. Monks could be open palm monks could now finally be karate. You hit the guy, grapple, knock him down, and you hit him again.
Yeah. With advantage.
Yeah, with advantage.
With advantage.
That's true. I hadn't thought about that. That will change monks up quite a bit.
Yeah. And that may be, you might have to go into some jujitsu instead of kung fu type.
You know what class I'm really excited for 1D&D? Artificer. Because I think Artificer right now is way too confusing.
Well, they didn't. Yes. Because they got to fix that class anyway, right?
I want them to narrow it down and make it focused. Because anytime I try to have somebody play an Artificer in one of my campaigns, it is minutes at a time going, okay, let's talk about how your gadgets work, how your tools work.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you have all these options. Which one are you going to do? It's hard to say because you also have spells.
Yeah. Yeah. They might streamline that a little bit. Mm-hmm. But if it goes, I don't know. Rogue will be really our first full class we're going into.
Yeah.
So that might give us an idea.
Yeah.
Next week we'll look at that. It might give us an idea what's going on with the fighter and monk.
Yeah.
And even barbarian a little bit.
Do you think we get a 1D&D Blood Hunter?
I don't know.
I want Blood Hunter to be good so bad.
Because of the way that these are set up, because we haven't looked at subclasses at all.
Right.
We've just gone straight off of the main class.
We'll come back and grab subclasses.
Yeah. So I'm kind of wondering, there's going to have to be some changes in that.
Yeah. No, I'm excited. I think we're going to be getting some good stuff here. There are things that I still don't like about it.
Yeah.
And then there are things that I think are much better. I'm still not sold on, the way crits work for DMs.
Yeah.
I'm still not sold on that.
Yeah. Which we have said since we started this podcast that any rules there in D&D are pretty much kind of take it and leave it or make it your own.
Yeah.
But so for this we're looking at what they have written down.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there are tweaks that we would do here or there, I'm sure, anyway.
Yeah.
But we're looking specifically at what they have chosen. I think the big negative for me right now is still power creep. I know you mentioned it a couple times. Until I get to see a monster stat block in 1D&D.
Yeah.
Players are really strong at first level now.
Yeah.
They're not too strong at first level now, but the ranger that we built last week and the bard that we built this week at first level are probably going to wipe a squad of goblins pretty easily.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a problem.
Well, I was thinking about the ranger. If you take the ranger and go, all right, next level, you know what? I'm going to go warlock.
Yep.
I'm going to take hex. You've got Hunter's Mark and hex you're throwing out every turn.
Mm-hmm.
And just keeping it going, especially with the new rules for Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
So I don't know. See, now I'm interested about the rogue because of cunning action, a few other things.
Yep.
I want to see how they changed up. Well, we're taking our time going through this, and we'll make sure we look at it all.
Well, and even just the inspiration change, which I think is great, is a big increase to power. I mean, you take human, you get inspiration every long rest.
Yes, yeah.
That you can give to another party member if you already have
Have one, yes. That's really...
that's cool. That's super evocative. There's so much you can do with that.
Yeah.
But it means that if you get inspiration on a rogue,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. It's gonna... Players are really strong in 5e.
Yes.
Players seem even stronger in 1D&D. So...
I think so.
I need to see some monsters.
Yeah.
Now,
well, I imagine they'll be coming.
Hope so.
Sooner or later.
The feedback window is coming up on the 14th, I believe, for this stuff. Or the 23rd?
The 23rd. They extended it to the 23rd.
And then hopefully after that we'll get our next drop.
Yes.
Sometime soon.
Which I'm hoping to be some more character classes.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
I think that's what they're going, or with the pattern that they're going with.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be it. It doesn't. I know they're like, well, it's not a new edition. It's not a new edition. It feels kind of like a new game, though.
It does. It feels like a new edition.
I know we're we're going off of what you're doing in there, and I'm just changing a few things with the rules here.
Yeah.
And that can easily be fixed in D&D Beyond, so
right.
I'm running everything. But it does feel like a new edition.
It does. This podcast didn't exist when we went from 4th to 5th.
Right.
But if it had, I feel like we would be doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Of, let's look at each class and go,
right.
what's changed.
Yes, yeah.
And that's why, to me, it feels exactly like a new edition. Hey, we have new rules. Things work differently now. Here's our new classes,
Well, it's like, like why not what we're saying about the grappling?
Mm-hmm.
We talked about that earlier. Okay, yeah, that really does change the monk class.
Yep.
It makes it feel like, feel like we're doing something here, and it's a different style of play, and it doesn't feel like a 5e monk quite as much. Just on that alone, it's like, okay, now I can see what I'm, I got more options.
For sure. Now, if you're a DM out there and you're going, should I allow my players to try these 1D&D versions of these classes? Honestly, I say, why not give it a shot?
Yeah.
It's on Art Arcana. It's meant to be play tested. That's what it's there for.
Right.
And they are stronger, but I don't think they are like infinitely stronger. I think this Bard is going to be very good.
Yeah, I think by round number 10th level, you see huge difference between this Bard and that Bard.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that Bard is going to be way more fun to play. But
yeah.
D&D be like a mega update. Yeah, pretty much.
It seems like it, yes. Yeah. For sure.
Now, I do have to ask, because we covered Mordecai not that long ago. We went through 4 months, 5 months of monsters, maybe longer than that. Do you think, from where we're at right now, these characters are a good match for those monsters or too much for those monsters? Because I think, personally, when we look at, especially those higher level encounters in Mordenkainen's,
Yeah.
and all the things that those enemies can do,
Yeah.
I think it's probably going to wind up being a pretty good fight.
Probably so. Because if you're playing right now with these rules, you're jacking with CR. If
Yeah.
you got, let's say we play with 5, right?
Yeah.
If I put y'all even against what should be y'all's, y'all wipe the floor with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
CR's a broken
already.
system, in my opinion.
So I like when we're going through that. I like the way the monsters seemed a lot easier to run.
Yeah.
The way they're setting them up now.
Yeah.
So and with their powers and stuff, I think it might be an even fight.
I agree.
Might be a good fight. We're gonna have
I think
some
it
good
depends
battles.
on the monster for sure.
Well,
I mean, if they go up against
absolutely.
the bull,
Yeah, yeah.
they're gonna kill that bull.
They're gonna make, but trying
They're
to
making some hamburgers.
balance out how they're doing the spells now for
Yeah.
monsters, where it's more like an ability,
Yeah.
so you don't have to less stuff to kind of keep up with, more stuff to
Well,
do.
the number of monsters that get as part of their multi attack, they hit 4 times and cast this spell.
Yeah,
You know, it's like, yeah, that's gonna be a problem for some parties.
and that's the other thing we've been really what we've been going over is general rules, right? Specific always beats general.
Yeah.
And we haven't really, I haven't seen anything in here yet that's like super specific,
Right.
that they've changed up yet.
For
but
sure.
imagine there's a few of them coming.
Yeah.
Imagine with what we've seen for these characters, I
I would think so.
really expect it.
All right. Well, we're gonna be back tomorrow
Mm.
with painting.
And you got color. You know what you color.
Yes.
You're gonna color it now, huh?
We're gonna be doing Sisters of Battle. That's gonna be the Order of Our Martyred Lady. So it's gonna be black and red and white. And I'm excited to learn how to paint sisters.
Yeah.
There's that extra level of oh boy that is they're my girlfriend's sisters. So I need
Yeah.
to be very careful not mess them up. We'll be back Monday with Immo Mondays.
Yes.
Be doing some more Lotro. And then Tuesday, the regular podcast. Wednesday, you'll have another assignment.
Okay.
And then next Thursday, we'll be doing the Rogue, of course.
Yeah, we're gonna do the rogue same way. See how it balances out between the two.
And then after that, we might come back through and see about trying to get some of those subclasses and see what's changed there.
Not gonna do it Jigglypuff style.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, anything else you can think of before we close?
No. I'm kind of enjoying this. Enjoying going through the Ranger and looking at the difference between the two. What they're trying to do with D&D 1.
Yeah.
I said, I know they're not saying it's not 6th edition, it's not 5.5. It kind of feels like 5.5 at the very least.
I wish we'd been doing this podcast when we moved from 4 to 5 because I think that sounds really cool. Maybe if we ever run out of stuff to talk about, which
Yeah.
maybe,
Yeah.
then we'll go back to 4th edition or something and look at some of the stuff there.
So looking over these two, all right, so far we've made the Ranger, we kind of looked at it. That's going up some levels in the Bard. Looked at it coming up. Which one would you rather play right now, you think?
Right now, I'd rather play this Bard.
Yeah.
The Ranger seems like it's probably more fun just because it's more evocative, I guess.
Well, the Ranger sounds like both you and I have played first level Rangers.
Yeah.
And I would much rather play that first level Ranger. I know that for sure.
Yeah. He's sad as hell. Can you be amused?
All of them. All of them.
No, I think this Bard sounds really good. And specifically, it's the utility. I love playing utility classes in D&D. I love the idea of, as much fun as damage is to do,
Right.
I love the idea of, and it's what I used to play in 3.5, was a wizard. I just don't like the way wizard works in 5e.
Yeah.
I think that having to have their spell list in a book most of the time, and having to get pages for that book and find spells and write them down, I think it's an extra level of chore that doesn't need to be there for the wizard. That makes it less fun to play. For me.
All right.
And so having a bard that can fill that utility slot and do all the utility for the most part the wizard can do while also getting to fight things is cool.
You know, it's weird. The Ranger feels more rangery.
Yeah.
For example, this Bard actually does feel more bardic to
Yeah,
me
I think so too.
in a weird way. So how are you feeling about the getting your feats and your stats from your background, from your race and your background?
At first, I didn't like it. At
Yeah?
first, I liked the more open ended. I get to pick that stuff.
Yes.
But now I think it's more in line for storytelling this way. I think it's, now when I say I'm a guide or when I say I'm this specific background, it means something.
Okay,
When I say
yeah.
I'm a charlatan, now what I have on my sheet reflects that
True.
as compared to just, I'm a charlatan.
Yeah, but just so I can get this ability.
Right. Yeah, I'm a soldier, but just so I have a banner.
The backgrounds feel good to me, and that they, like I said, they put some weight. It feels like the background has weight.
Yeah, I agree.
As before, it was just like, yes, that's what I was before my former life.
Yeah.
Doesn't affect who I am now.
Now I'm an adventurer.
Yeah, doesn't affect who I am now.
Yeah.
And now it's like, no, I was a guide. I am a guide who adventures now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. I'm a soldier that has had to go off to do this. Or
Yeah.
I'm a corsair or pirate
Right.
that has to step up to this. Yeah. After you guys are done making all these D&D 1 characters, need to get together and do Pathfinder 2E character creation.
I'm looking at that. I'm looking at that. You told me before about the site I need to go, and I didn't go. I can't remember it.
Then we'll make mouse guard characters.
Yes. Interesting.
All right.
All
well,
right. All right.
We'll be back every weekday, 7 o'clock Central Time.
Yes.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. There's always something going on.
Mm-hmm.
Until next time, I've been Trey,
I've been Rungren.
and we've been the Full Spectrum D&D podcast. Remember to always enjoy the full spectrum, the D&D.
Appreciate you guys.